Hey everybody, Matt Squatch here. New kind of video for you guys. It's called Behind the Bar, here up at my cabin in the beautiful woods of Idlewild, California. And you just wanted to, kind of like my version of a fireside chat, except we're at the bar. And so have a drink and talk with you guys. I know the channel's been kind of dormant the last few months. Like I said, this is because my father passed away back in December. And I'm kind of trying to figure out where I want to go. Over 200 plus videos, probably 175 of them about Bigfoot. I'm still very interested in the subject. I'm still fascinated. Anytime I'm even remotely close to the woods or the forest or even the hills of Orange County or anywhere, I'm always looking out. I'm never quite at ease. I'm always out there looking for it. It's always in the back of my mind. Almost like a paranoia when it comes to Bigfoot and to paranormal as well in a broader topic. So I think with the channel, I am going to continue to push out stuff. It won't nearly be the 1 or 2 a week like I was previously doing. Maybe one every couple weeks. Just something. So I also wanted to maybe get into some longer documentaries, maybe some full length, like 45-minute long, half-hour long investigations, some mini videos, kind of push I never really considered myself a filmmaker, but kind of push the limits on my filmmaking and what I can do with editing and production values and stuff like that, and do some Monster Quest type stuff, but maybe not as corny, where background story, then we do a follow-up investigation, maybe some reenactments. I should have something out in April for that. Yeah, so that's kind of, I don't really want to reveal the title or what it's about quite yet. I'm working on some posters. I was up in the woods this last weekend, and we went up to film, and it had been 65 degrees all week long in the Sierras. We get up there on a Friday. It was beautiful. It was 60 degrees. And that night it started raining, and it didn't stop raining until the morning we left. And it was 32, 33 degrees, half snow, half rain, sleety, nasty stuff. And the investigation we were trying to do at the spot we were trying to do, you couldn't even read like the sign and monument. There was just all sorts of crap going on. So we got a little bit of filming done, but we're going to have to go back up. So, but I'd rather delay it and get it right than try to rush through or half-ass something. So, yeah. That's kind of the channel update. Maybe 2 or 3 a year. I've already got this next documentary lined up, and then probably the next documentary after that. Then after that, I might be looking for suggestions. Most of them are kind of areas of high strangeness or broader paranormal subjects where we talk about ghosts, or maybe areas where there's a ghost background or a Native American background, or these ghost lights. That's always fascinated me. I'm going to be talking about that a lot in the upcoming video documentary that I'm making. And also the one coming up later this year that I'm going to do, there's also a connection to ghost lights. There seems to be these lights in the woods, ancient Indian burial grounds and battle sites and places of, not good places, so to speak, and ghost activity and Bigfoot activity all wrapped into one. And have any of you guys ever seen the documentary series Hellier on Amazon? I suggest you check it out. Something not quite to that extent of paranormal, more ground-based cryptid research, but along those lines where maybe there's a cryptozoological angle with some weird paranormal type aspects, like these ghost lights and orbs that people are seeing, maybe connected to some Native American lore and background. And there's a couple of, like I said, a couple of them coming up, and I'm pretty excited to push the limits. I'd like to get the first one out in March or April, and then maybe one this summer, and then maybe one this fall and winter, maybe do 2 or 3 a year, and then have other videos from time to time, update videos. I still have a massive back catalog. I would consider, as time goes on, about 70% of the stuff I covered with Bigfoot is still valid. There are some arguments and some things and some points that I would probably change from some of my very first videos, because I'm always evolving. But I mean, the back catalog of everything I've covered is absolutely immense when I sit there and I try to think of something related to Bigfoot, even what they eat, how big they get, how long they live, their family structure, to paranormal aspects of them, to some stranger creatures like this Dogman creature and Gugwees, and even the rake and chupacabras. And I'm like, well, I've kind of talked about it all, and I can't expand to other cryptozoological creatures, and I probably will in the future. But yeah, I'm kind of branching out the paranormal envelope, but with an emphasis on cryptids and strange lights, and kind of drawing a bigger, broader paranormal picture, as opposed to just the nuts and bolts of Bigfoot is a flesh and blood creature. They eat, they sleep, they poop, and anybody paranormal is out the window. And I appreciate that angle, but at the same time, I also think that when you leave out the paranormal aspects, some of the high strangeness things that occur out there, you're missing a huge piece of the puzzle. And if you're into Bigfoot but you don't like UFO people and you don't like the paranormal stuff, like ghost hunting, I think you're missing a big piece of the puzzle, and I think you'll realize that people who see something traumatic, like in a UFO case, are seeing something, are having a lot of the same symptoms and seeing similar things that Bigfoot witnesses are seeing, or strange things in the middle of the night with claps and tree knocks and hoops and hollers are very similar to what you find in some paranormal investigations, almost poltergeist activity. Now, I'm not saying they're one and the same, but there seems to be a striking similarity between a lot of this stuff. So hopefully we're going to explore that in some upcoming documentaries and videos. So thanks very much, folks. If you haven't, please hit subscribe, and more stuff coming out. I'm still going to be around, folks.